today's book, The 4-Hour Work Week. And I literally just finished this book today, and I really just felt the need to talk about it because there's a few things in it that I'm really going to take with me for the rest of my life. And how I want to start structuring these videos is a little bit different. I want to give you what the book is about, the things I'm going to take away, and what you will gain from it if you read this book. So with that said, the first thing to start off with is this book is basically about a guy who was running a successful business, and he was really just burning himself out. He was spending 15 hours plus a day, like just reading emails, doing this, doing that, just trying to stay busy, trying to justify in some way, like, okay, I'm doing this for this purpose. And it literally took him a mental breakdown to like take a step back and realize, like, okay, I could outsource some of this work here. I could do this. I could, look at my emails twice a day instead of 100 times a day, and I'm still getting the same amount of productivity. And that's what you should really start taking away from this book. And I really liked how the author didn't give you an excuse to not chase your dreams, to not seek out a better option, to not be stuck in the 9 to 5. Like, he literally in this book gives you every single resource he used on top of a lot of other ones if you don't like that particular service. And he literally gives you to the T, like the websites he uses for flights, this, and this. And it's really in depth, and I really like that about this book. But the thing I'm going to really take away from this is the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule is basically 20% of the work reaps 80% of the reward. So what that means is when you're running a business, when you're just trying to get ahead, when you're trying to start whatever career, this, and this, like, you need to prioritize that 20% effort that's going to get you 80% of the results. And once you do that, you get so much more of the work done because you're prioritizing what actually matters. You're prioritizing what actually is going to move the needle. And it's so frustrating because for the longest time I've been trying to get this channel up. I've been trying to start a business. I've been trying to do all of these things, and I've really just been forcing myself to be busy. But in this book, the author talks about you're being busy for the sake of being busy. You're not being busy for the sake of productivity. Like, a lot of the work you're doing is needless work, and it's just stressing you out, and it's really just killing your battery. And we don't need to do that. The other thing that this book really, really talks about is, it's so funny because it's he literally talks about how he just gives all of his assignments, all of his work to personal assistants in India for $4 an hour, and it's just it just takes so much stress off of him. And this is something I'm going to start looking into, because as I start getting more and more sustainable profits, that's going to be something I'm going to be able to start doing, because I don't have the time to do a lot of things. I don't have the time to check up all my emails, to do the marketing, to do this. I'm doing all this all myself. So this is something I definitely have to look into. And the last thing I really want to emphasize from this book is when you put a time frame on something, when you put a deadline on something, that means you're going to get it done. If you say, I have a week to do this paper, you're not going to really get any good work done until the last day. But if you say, I'm going to get the first 3 pages of this paper done by today, the first 3 pages are going to be done by today, and they're going to be of high quality. And this, coupled with the 80-20 rule, I think it's called the Parkinson Law. Parkinson Law plus the 80-20 rule, will go so far. And if you want to read this book, it's going to go into depth, how the author, Tim Ferriss, literally just was burning the candle at both ends, and now he only works 4 hours a week, how he basically pawned all his work off onto people that are in different countries, have different conversion rates, so you can afford to pay them less. And it's really inspiring because we think that to be rich you need to spend all of your time, but if you really prioritize your day and prioritize your time, you can make the most of your life on top of having a successful business, having a successful career. And it's a beautiful feeling. And if you really don't know where to start, this is a really good book, because it's going to change your mindset on working in general, and it's going to really take you out of that I need to work harder, I need to work more, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to be checking my emails the entire day. It's going to take you out of that mindset. And if that's something you're interested in, I definitely suggest checking out this book, and I'll leave a link to this in the description. And again, I'm just trying stuff out with this channel. I don't really know how to review books. Give me a suggestion if you think I should do it in a certain way, if you think I should, maybe give more introduction to the book, or whatever you think. And again, thank you so much for making it this far. It really means the world to me. That link will be in the description, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.